Hey, welcome to episode 4 of the Zero One Shootout on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Reb coming to you from Champaign, Illinois. As usual, I'm joined by my buddy Minderz. Minderz, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm good. I like the shirt.
Do ya? Should I show off the back?
You might as well. It's still real to me, damn it. It's one of the first jumping the rail T-shirts that we put on ProWrestlingTees.com. So
it's one of my favorites.
Oh,
it's still real to me, damn it.
That's right.
Especially when it comes to 0-1. Still real to me.
Yes. So we got a good one today, Minderz. We got a cool guest who just got into the stream here. We're gonna bring him in here in just a second, but he's still the number one contender for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, and he's his shot at the Have the Lowlifes Stole Christmas show on next Saturday, not this coming Saturday. But Devonte Knox is going to be coming in just a second, and it should be a lot of fun. He's a cool guy.
I'm super excited about this. I've been following Devonte for a while, so this will be fun. And it looks like we just lost our host, or one of them. But yeah, seen Devonte when he started out in 0-1, and it's been great watching him grow. And are you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I figured sound's not going to be an issue. It's the camera, so let me work on that.
Okay. So as we have technical difficulties, maybe.
I usually
nope.
I'm borderline enough with technology. Everybody knows that. Should know that.
We're not smart enough for technology.
No.
But if you haven't got your tickets yet for the December 17th show of How the Lowlifes Stole Christmas, definitely get on the website 01.com, figure out, get your tickets. The card looks to be a great show, so I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. We got a lot of good matches lined up, and we got there's still time to add some things if something pops up. But maybe I think it's time to bring our guest in. I think it's like he's chomping at the bit here. So what do you say?
All right, let's bring him on in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the number one contender for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Hello,
hi,
everybody.
Devonte.
Hello.
How are you? It looks like we lost our host again. I'm sure he'll be back here in just a second. He's having technical difficulties. There he is.
There you go.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the worst trouble with this camera. Just on this show, all the other ones I do, I'm fine. But Devonte, thanks for calling in, man. How you doing?
You never know. I'm all right. Thanks for inviting me. I'm kind of nervous, but I don't really talk to people. So.
Oh, relax, Devonte. It's just me. You've talked to me plenty of times.
So, are we talking to you from Chicago right now?
I am not in Chicago. I don't live in Chicago. I'm from there. Born and raised.
Nice.
I believe he's around my hometown, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I think he's around Charleston area, but I could be wrong.
I am in the Charleston area. That is correct. I am there.
So you've had a pretty interesting about 3 weeks or so in 0-1 Devonte between the Ambition show and then what we got coming up on Saturday. What's going through your mind right now? You're kind of on the cusp of gold right now.
Like being honest, like everything is going through my mind, like from emotions and just being nervous, just everything. Like I'm just overwhelmed, like just everything about it. It's just something. It's crazy. I don't know. Like it's so even hard to explain. Like because I think about it as like, man, like you said, going back to when I first started there, it's just like until where I'm at now. It's just so much. It's just so much.
It's leaps and bounds. You've grown a lot. Like I said, I think I saw you actually when you made your 0-1 debut. So
most likely, I don't remember that date exactly, but
I don't either. So that works.
But yeah.
So I got a question for you. It's a question we usually kind of ask. Okay. Who kind of got you into wrestling? Like, was there a specific wrestler that got you into wrestling? Was there Was it
Are
like from
we
your
talking
childhood?
about? Are we talking about wrestling as in indies, or are we talking about wrestling as in
Let's just
WWE or
wrestling it. Let's start with wrestling in general, and then we'll go into the indies.
right? Well, me, I always just love wrestling. I like there was never a favorite wrestler to me at all. Like me, I was just always like, oh, look at that big guy, or look at that little guy, or I can do all of it. Like me being little, I was like, oh, I'll try that, or I'll try that. It was never just that one specific wrestler that was like, ooh. But yeah, there are, the character as, the Undertaker. Loved him as a kid. Like, Edge, also loved Edge. Like, there's a lot of people that are just like realize, like, I'm like, that's the guy. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So how about the indies? Who got you into the indie wrestling?
Funny story. I kind of like even thought I knew that question probably was gonna be asked, but so I moved down to Charleston 5 years ago. To give you a quick background, I moved down to Charleston 5 years ago. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Didn't know anything. I was just always just laying in bed. And I'm like, always wanted to be a wrestler. So I seen this karate thing that opened up in the downtown area of Charleston. So I got in contact with that guy, and I was like, cool. I'll do this to get some type of martial arts background, or just something to get under my belt. And he was like, well, how about you just contact Dave? He goes, I actually know a guy, and he actually do professional wrestling. And I was like, oh, that'll be nice. So he gave me Dave's number. Guy just randomly text Dave, like, introduced myself. He knew nothing of me, knew nothing, like I didn't know him. And he reached back out and got me started training out in IWAU. So
Which, congratulations, champ.
Thank you. It's a long time coming, but thank you.
So then, who did you train with down there? Who were some of the people that kind of guided you your way?
Well, obviously, a lot of people know Joey O'Reilly is one of the the top names that trained me. But a lot of people also don't know Josh. Josh Titan also trained me the beginning steps, everything that I have, like basic, like going down back to the footwork, the knowledge of wrestling, like just the basic. He laid the groundwork for Joey to take me higher, basically, 100%. So I definitely always thank him for sure, just as well as I thank Joey.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mark. You're back now.
I got it figured out. I guess I had one of the cords on my camera like pinched off, so it was kind of killing my signal there.
Okay.
I'm learning. So, like I said, this is like the fourth week that I've been doing this on my own without having an actual studio to work out of. So we're making it work. Let's talk about this coming Saturday. We haven't really gotten into too much of the information for this episode, but Fitch is hurt. Had to forfeit the junior heavyweight title, and
we talked about that on the last show.
Yeah, we were speculating. We didn't get too deep into it.
No.
But now they've got the title match lined up, which is, let me see if I got the picture. There we go.
There we go.
Victor, Anakin Murphy, yourself, and Eli Wilder. Eli's kind of the wild card here. I was a little surprised considering, because I saw Saban Gage is booked on there. You got Lander, obviously. There's a lot of damn good junior heavyweights in 0-1 right now. But what's going through your head going into this match?
A lot, but I'm very excited about it, though. I would say that, like, obviously, you two have been in 0-1 a lot, so you've seen me and Victor Analog go do matches. Love working with the guy. He's fantastic, great. Me and Anakin Murphy actually had a couple of matches. He's actually used to come down to IWU as well to wrestle with me, so I'm really excited about that. I'm just really make magic with all of them. And Eli Wilder never wrestled him, so like you said, he is the wild card. So I'm looking forward to putting in that work with him and showing him definitely, like, I even say, like, me, I always tell people when they never wrestled me, I was like, welcome. When you wrestle me, I was like, I'm on a whole different level. I might be this ring kid, but I was like, when you step in that ring with me, it's definitely not gonna be like that. You're not gonna see that. Okay, this is a green kid, but you're not going to see that, like, okay, oh, he's none of that. No, I'm going to hit hard, and I'm ready to fight. So 100%. So I'm definitely, like, really excited about him, though, being in the match.
So anytime I've seen you in a fatal 4-way or anything like that, you especially if it's some of the veterans that you're wrestling with, like say Victor Analog or even Lander, some of those guys, you're the wild card when it comes to that because you never know what you're going to come up with. So
exactly,
it's fun to watch. So who are some of your favorite junior heavyweights to wrestle in 01?
Like I said, Analog is definitely one of my top favorites. I got to wrestle Landers and at another company, which was when it was in the fatal 4-way match as well. And it was really really good. Every time I try to get that one-on-one match with him, something always happens, and I'm like, what the heck? I really want that one-on-one match with him because I feel like he would take me there to where I need to be. Like, everybody I wrestle, I take something from. So, but he's definitely one of my top favorites there as well. So Victor and and all of them, they're good.
So one of my favorite matches you did was probably when you fought Jimmy Carrot for the title.
What a shot.
Yes.
Shut up, Mark. Everybody knows I'm a Jimmy Carrot fan, okay? But that was still one of my favorites. You guys really did a great job with that match. I
had a lot of fun with that match, actually. Like it takes me back to what I just said, just taking something from everybody. He would I came up short, but even after the match, I was just so excited that I was just man, I went out there, I gave it my all. I stood toe to toe. It wasn't I didn't go out there and just get beat. I actually, went out there and actually fought the guy, and I wasn't, he had the whole scary thing there, but
yes.
I definitely went out there and still try to stand on my own, So that, like you said, that was really fun too. I definitely enjoyed that match.
Yeah, I've been going back and watching some of the stuff. I didn't make it to all the shows this year, but I came across one where I think it was yourself and Chris O'Brien against the Cobra in a 3-way, and that's something that it really strikes me. When you
there was a Anakin in that match as well. That
yes,
4-way. That's right. I get all jumbled up, but. What's interesting to me is when you're in a multi-man match and you got Chris in there with you because you guys are a regular tag team,
right?
DC Black. So it's cool to see you guys because even if you're not in a tag match, then you're still able to do double team stuff and kind of work your style in there also.
I'm gonna tell you something. When those matches, like you said, when Chris is in a match, I feel 100% so much better. Even though I know he's my opponent. But when I go out there and he's in that ring, I know he's opponent, but I'm still this is my partner. This is who I'm comfortable with being in the ring. So I'm going to give it my all. So, and he's 100% everybody, that's my hype man. When it comes to us, he is absolutely my hype man. And I love him to death. He's always going to be that guy for me. And we had a lot of fun in that match. As you can see, if you watch the match, there's a point in time where the Cobra hit Anakin, and me and Chris just looked at each other and just get to laughing, and it was so funny to us. And we just bounced off each other moves no matter what. So, and I don't think the Cobra liked it, but it was still so much fun to us. So
the Cobra doesn't like much when he's losing, so
no, not at all.
So you're going for the junior heavyweight title, but I got to imagine that you guys are thinking tag titles also. We had Country Air on a couple weeks ago, and it seems like they're open to defending against just about anybody. Right. So at some point, I imagine you guys are going to throw your names in the hat for a tag title shot also.
Hey, you never know. You never know what might happen. We definitely will be up for it. We are well deserved for it. We are Devonte and Chris O'Brien, DC Black. We definitely made a name for ourselves. So, I will be honored to have that match with them because I watched some of their matches as well. Great guys, and I want to work them for sure. So, I'm down for it.
So, something we haven't discussed on the show is Thursday Night Throwdown's coming up in Edgewood, and starting, I think, on January 5th is the first show. Minderz, you're going to have to fact check that for me.
Yep. Yes, okay. January 5th, 8 o'clock is when the show starts.
Okay, so they've announced, the only thing they've announced so far for sure is O'Reilly against Davey Richards in a rematch. Has Dave reached out to you about maybe coming down and working that show?
They have reached out to me. I gave them a thumbs up for it. I mean, I haven't heard anything else after I said sure. I mean, I'm down for. I'm always down for matches. I'm always down. Like I've been doing it for what almost 4 5 years. 4 or 5 years. One of those. But yeah. But I'm always down to get in the ring. But I definitely told them yes. I haven't heard anything else about it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll hear something after, if not before the show Saturday,
Yeah.
or you'll hear it before then. So
Yes, for sure.
All right. So on top of 01, and we alluded to IWAU, where else can we see you working at, Devonte?
You can see me sometimes at PWA. I'm also there as well. You also see me. I know I wrestled at EPW, great company. I love working there, so I'm definitely planning on going back. It's just like you can see me. Like I'll kind of even like give you some days. Some of it I try to keep like until that time comes. Like I'm just that guy that likes to just pop up places like, oh, here it is. But I mean, obviously, I'll let my fans know because I have people who legit like follow me to every show. But but that's when that time comes. That's when I definitely do that. But those are the top companies you'll definitely see me at the most. If you really want to see me somewhere, I'll definitely be at like 01 all the time. I'm always there. Envision Pro Wrestling too, great company. I love that place. So I'm definitely willing to go back there as well.
hybrid.
Yes.
That's so much fun over there.
Okay, the hybrid show. Yes, I have worked there a couple of times. The last show, Chris was not able to make it, so I had to team up with CMC, which is another great wrestler. Like I started off training with him as well. I kind of boosted off and kind of left him. I always give him like crap about that because he took some year off to take care of himself. Which is when he came back, he looked phenomenal. So I was like, hey, you did what you say you did. Now let's go. And he's somebody I love wrestling.
So I know you said earlier Lander is somebody you want to fight. Who else at 01 is on your I want to fight list?
Okay. Who else is on my list that I want to fight? I got the Cobra. I got like I want to wrestle Jordan Perry 101. I want to wrestle Jordan Perry. I also want that match with Joey O'Reilly, the 101. Like I mean, we had it, but I feel like we haven't had it in a while. I mean, I've been in the ring with him. Obviously, there was a match where it's a fatal four-way again, So, but I feel like the 101 matches with those guys will definitely like be my top thing there. But Jordan Perry is somebody I definitely want only because I'm just gonna love messing with him.
Now you realize there is no one-on-one when you're wrestling Jordan Perry or Joey O'Reilly. They're busy doing the Lowlifes things.
You realize there's not a one-on-one when they wrestle me anyway. I got a weapon that I carry that a lot of people know about. Once that review hits, it's over with. That evens numbers. That evens a lot of numbers.
I was gonna say I did because one person I was gonna say Joey O'Reilly's one I'd like to see you fight again because last time I saw him you guys fight was quite a while ago. So I'd like to see the difference from what it was then to what it is now.
Right. And the one-on-one match.
Yes. And I would have liked to see I would like to see you fight Fidget too.
Yes. That I'm like, I can't wait till you get better and come back for sure. Like, even if I don't like, well, I'm not going to say even if I'm going to put myself out there. I want to be champion. I hope I'm champion when he comes back because I want him to be the first one who comes back and I want him to see me as champion. I want him to challenge me because I want to wrestle him 100%. He is like, not somebody that I know like on a personal level, but like seeing him in the back, great guy. He gives me a lot of like, things that I need to know. He's never shy, and I'm always one of those people that like to hear things like that, especially from guys like him. So if he does come back and I am champion, when I am champion, that's definitely going to be a match that I definitely want to happen.
Mark, come on, give him your pep talk. I mean, you
That's
helped out Marvin, so maybe you should give
true.
Devonte the pep talk.
I can say it's facetious. I tend to take credit for Marvin winning the heavyweight championship at the anniversary show because he was on the Jumping the Rail podcast with me like the week before that, and
Okay.
I kind of bumped him up a little bit, and I think I gave him a little bit of confidence there. But yeah, I think out of all the guys in that match, I think you're probably considered the favorite, not just because you're the number one contender as it stands right now after the last show,
Right.
but I just think out of all four guys, I think you're probably the hardest one to get a hold of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
Like I definitely hear that, but like I just heard you guys talk about Marvin, and I definitely got to give him his ups for that. Marvin is absolutely like really great dude. Like, and a lot of people don't know. I actually trained with Marvin too. I actually was there when Marvin first learned his first suplex. He did it on me. So look at that. So so when he won that title, I was definitely making sure I was right there when he came back, and I gave that hug, and I was like, dude, I am so proud of you. Like, given from where we started to where I know we started, and and me working with you and where you started, I was like, kudos. I was like, congratulations. I was like, and he really deserved it, 100%.
I don't think I've ever been at an indie show that had that much of a roller coaster in 5 minutes. Is the end of that show when Marvin won the title, then Joey comes out, then Jordan comes out, then just all the shit happens.
They're low life, so what you expect though. So
Yeah. And he's got his shot though. He's gonna get his rematch on next Saturday, so we'll see what happens there.
And I'm gonna be rooting for him. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna be rooting for him to win that.
I think everybody is. Everybody wants Marvin to get it back.
Marvin Mania.
Marvin Mania's running wild.
What was so funny, I heard you guys on your last show talking to Big Man Chan, and you guys mentioned that Chris never was eliminated out of that out of that Rumble. And and it's something me and him always talk about. And I was like, we're just gonna go out there. I was like, I will stand with you in that ring until you get a title shot. I was like, I don't even care, Chris. But I was like, Marvin definitely deserved what he got. I was like, I mean, he did what he did. It happened. Great moment. But I was like, you are my tag partner. I'm sticking with you. We love each other. If you want to go out there and say, hey, I never got eliminated. So technically, it's my, my moment. So
technically, I say it was my guys. It was my little corner of guys there. The guys I hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, wait a minute. He didn't go over the top. He's still in this.
I told him, I was like, you survived that review. I was like, you need to get eliminated.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. But
yeah, it was so much
fun times.
You gotta love it when the fans start pointing stuff like that out.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, me and him are not gonna say, hey, they're wrong. No, we're gonna agree. We're gonna agree 100%. They're not wrong. It's like they're not wrong at all. So yeah, I mean, we appreciate all of that. We definitely appreciate all of that for sure. Yeah. Let them know. Let everyone hear it loud and proud. Like, even when they posted the, this Fatal 40 match coming up now with the whole title thing, I've seen the comments like Devonte deserve it. Like, I even seen a comment that was like, just give it to him. He legit just won, and everyone just give him the belt. But I'm not. But like, I will be good with that. But I'm also excited to actually get the, go out there and actually have a match for it. I don't want it to be just handed to me. I want to earn it. I want to work for it. I want to fight those three guys that I'm also in the ring with for it and prove that I deserve that title.
Yeah, it's a leave no doubt kind of a moment for you, that's for sure.
100%, yes.
Well, Devonte, as we're about to wrap up, where can we find you on social media? Like, how can people follow you and see where you're going to be at and what's going on?
You can definitely follow me on Facebook as Devonte Knox, and then Instagram. I do have that. It's Devonte_K22. You can find me under that. I tried Devonte Knox, but you also know people steal names. I'm the one and only Devonte Knox, though. But you gotta look me on there as Devonte_K22. I'm also on Twitter as Devonte Knox too. I really be on it. I'm not a Twitter guy. I'm a more Instagram guy, only because I like to take pictures. And I mean, Twitter can do that too, but I don't know. I'm all about the Instagram life.
He has really cute puppies.
And yes, nobody asked me about my dogs. What is this?
Oh, man,
I waited until you start talking about your social media to say he has really cute dogs on his social media.
Nobody, my dogs are absolutely like my life. They are my best friends. Like, if I'm not allowed, they're not allowed. It's just something like they are my pride, and they are who I wrestle for, to be honest. If I'm really being honest, like, I wrestle for myself because obviously I wanted it. I wrestle for the people who come and watch me and enjoy me being out there wrestling, who cheers me on. But when I go out there, what I'm thinking of and how I'm able to go out there and perform and put that body on the line is because of my animals. So
His puppies are really cute, Mark. You should see them. They're adorable.
They are great.
She will get on his Instagram and be all
they are great. And I mean, people, let's not. I mean, I can't even just talk about my dogs. I do have a ferret too.
I was gonna say, I thought you had a ferret.
He is my little man. He get along with every animal except the cats. He don't like the cats, but he likes the dogs. I have 3 cats as well, so, and they are. I have a small little zoo.
Going on. Yeah, I got 2 cats out here just because we can't have more than 2 animals in our apartment. So cats are easier to maintain than dogs are for right now. Yeah.
I can't live in a place like that. You can't tell me no. You can never no. Like, don't tell me I got 2. No, what is 2 gonna do for me?
See, I grew up on a farm, so I'm used to having a ton of animals.
Yeah, see, there you go. Not me. I was born in Chicago, South Side. And my mom, like, I think the reason why I got all these animals is because of my mom's, like, 1 dog or 1 cat or this and that. And I always told her, like, I was the guy that used to, like, see random animals on the street and bring them home. And she's like, no. Now I'm 24 now, so I was like, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. If I want it, I get it. But now I'm actually learning that if I want it, don't get it. Because the dogs that I have, I love them to death too. Like I said, they drive me nuts. They're all spoiled. Every last animal I have in the house is spoiled.
Yeah,
they're spoiled. So that's a little fun fact about me, because I know I'm not personal. So I'm not personal. I keep that under the radar.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Listen, like I said, since we were talking about your social media, you couldn't get by without me at least mentioning your puppies. So.
Oh yeah, I always that's why I'm kind of glad you, like I said, you guys didn't mention it, but that was another thing I was glad you didn't, because I'll go on and on and on and on and on, and I was just like, and that's not, and I'm as you can see, I was trying to keep very small and quick answers for you guys. I'm not trying to like run rush this, so because there's a lot more I could have said, but I'm just trying to let people see me on a different level.
Yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Devonte, we appreciate you coming on, man. I know you said you're nervous. I thought you did fine. I'm not too worried about
it. Hey, I say I'm nervous. It's just like when I hit that curtain, I'm always nervous. But once I hit there and I get to talking to people, seeing them, people's faces, people cheering for me, everything just shoots out. So, as like even now, like I was nervous when and as we were talking, I forgot I thought I was just talking to my friends. So that's just how it is, and I do appreciate. I heard you guys saying you're really good fans of me. I really appreciate that. Like, that definitely means a lot to me. So thank you.
Sure.
Thanks for the support. Without you, I wouldn't be. Without you 2 people or any other, like, I wouldn't be. Devonte Knox. That guy. Y'all only seen that Devonte Knox. I can be wild. I can be.
I've seen heel Devonte and face Devonte. So
you have, and you have seen.
Because you've been you've been in Danville too. So I've seen you up at New Version.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my neck of the woods there.
Yeah, up there he was a heel though. It was kind of great.
I know I can be mean. See, I can do both. But that's because of the people that that trained me. Taking it back to Joey O'Reilly, you see him can be he can go out there and be the low life scumbag, or he can go out there and be just plain old Joey O'Reilly that's out there that people love.
Right.
Josh Totten, he taught me takes it back too. He taught me so much just for him being old school. It's things that I love too, 100%. Like he definitely got me in the mindset of of the wrestling business, and everything is, it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I got
that's a
you.
lie. I can go on and on what he sat there and talk to me about, because there's times where people didn't come to training and I was the only person there, and I'll still go there. I'll be the only person there. There's a lot of things that I can work on being the only wrestler there. I don't need a second body to be in there, practicing my footwork, running the ropes, or anything else that I need to be doing in there to get better at wrestling. So, those things like that didn't bother me at all, being the only person. I actually loved it because I get to hear the knowledge and have the one-on-one training with those trainers. I mean, I was there one-on-one with, Joey a couple of times too, and and he even got in the ring and worked with me. He's an old man. I like to call him old man. So he's probably gonna get mad at that. He's old man.
Mark, what does that make us if Joey's old?
Oh shit! I don't know how old Joey is. To be honest,
We're really old.
Like it. I mean. Now I'm talking about that though. I mean, if I'm really being honest too, character work wise, with the whole Hill thing too. Reign Victoria had a very big part of that too. Like there was one time, I went out with them and very nervous for a show, and she talked to me. She was like, "Look, is this what you like? You don't know do it." She goes, "I know things are personal in your life that you got going on, but if you say wrestling is this is what you want, you can go out there and you can go out there and have these matches, and that's going to make you feel better. And something like every time something personal is going on, if I go out there and wrestle, everything leaves, like everything. Like I am, and then even after a match, I'm just excited. I'm like, well, whatever I was just dealing with, who cares?" And she actually taught me that. So big ups to her for that too.
Yeah.
And Dave is a big part of my life too. I love that. I love him too. So I got to mention all these people because they had a big part in my career. Like, early on too. Like Dave, I didn't have a car when I first trained. Dave legit drove me every week to train. So so big ups to him too. So 100%. Those are the people that that helped me to where I am now. So.
All right. So a week from Saturday at how the Lowlifes Stole Christmas. I love the name of the show. It's just good stuff. Devonte Knox against Anakin Murphy, Victor Analog, and Eli Wilder for the vacant Junior Heavyweight Championship. Devonte, thanks again, man. We'll be there next Saturday, so we'll try in the corner and maybe get a chance to meet you face to face. And
definitely, I better hear some cheers too. Last time I came out, I didn't really like that. I don't know. That Saturday, that was a little iffy. But then, like when people like, "Oh, that is," I don't know. I told Chris, I was like, I think it's throwing off with like. We are tag team, but we haven't had matches, and like people just throwing off at the same music thing. So I don't know, but I've also been thinking about a new entrance. So wait till you see that. It's gonna
Okay.
be that entrance is gonna be everything's gonna be life.
Wait, you're changing your song because don't you see all of us, me and my boys in the corner rocking out to it?
I see y'all
We're
do all
bopping.
that. I see y'all do all that, and that song is still gonna be like for me and Chris, 100%. But I have something that I want to do. That I don't want to reveal yet, but it's definitely going to be. You guys are definitely going to love the new entrance music. You're going to love the new the entrance period. Like you're going to love all of it. So it's coming. I'm trying to get it all done by next year. So for sure, y'all are going to love it. I'm gonna have you all on your feet dancing. Just know that.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck. All the luck in the world going to you for that match on the 17th. I'd love to see you come away with it. I know you've been in that run for a while now. So
yes. I want it not for me, but my fans and for Chris. Just because if I win something, he wins. If he wins, I win. It's a thing for us. So, but I don't want to take much of your time. I'm done talking. I'm sorry. But.
You're good, man. You've got an open invite anytime to come back if you got something you want to get off your chest or anything like that.
I would love to come back. Just hey, look, I'm at work right now, so look, I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, just hey, can you come? I will come anytime, no matter what. I will be here. You guys are awesome. So
all right, we'll let you go. But,
thanks, Devonte.
Thanks for having me.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye. I like him so much. He's so fun.
It's only 24.
I know.
No pun intended. He's
oh my goodness.
So that I think is going to be a very fun match to watch next Saturday. That 4-way for the for the title. I mean, of course, good wishes to Matt Fitchett. I'm not sure exactly what the injury is that he's dealing with.
It was a shoulder. It was a shoulder injury.
Okay. But
I knew. Well, that was the last I knew it was a shoulder injury because he was having some issues about the back when Anakin was supposed to fight him, and it started the whole kind of feud with the Victor and Anakin stuff. So I'm interested to see how that plays out in the 4-way elimination. Honestly.
So is Anakin technically still a member of Grindhouse?
Yes.
Okay. And
as far as I know, he is.
Okay, I'm just asking because we haven't seen Davey Vega in a while, so I wasn't sure if that's kind of got put on the back burner.
Davey Vega wasn't at 0-1 a whole lot. He only had a few matches when he came in as the besties in the world, and then he only had maybe 1 or 2 individual matches since then, since they lost when they lost the title. So I'm not sure. I just know he wasn't always at 0-1. He wasn't like Fitchett and Anakin. So I don't. That's the only reason I think it, as far as they still introduce Anakin as from Grindhouse. So
right.
Yeah.
But I was going through YouTube. They put a bunch of these shows on YouTube now from this year. So I was doing a little binging, especially the ones I wasn't able to make it to.
I'm curious how many of those you saw.
Most of them, actually.
Have you got through all of them?
I think so. I saw where Jacques tore up your sign.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's typical.
He did you dirty.
He did.
Yeah. Then I finally saw the whole show where with the TLC match where Jimmy took the tumble. that was not fun to watch.
No, it's not. I tell you, it's not fun to watch. Although I will say my favorite part in that match, in the TLC match.
Don't say the Canadian Destroyer.
Nope. It's it's when Sabin goes and shoots off the other side of the ropes and starts to come back with the ladder in the ring, and Jimmy just pushes the ladder over and he runs right into it.
Oh, that was great.
I was like, well, that wasn't high flying or anything crazy, but
smarter, not harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you at that show, Minderz? I didn't see you there.
Yes, I was at that. Next time I'll send you a screenshot. I'm in most of it because I was on opposite hard cam, so.
Because it's hard to tell. Because usually at Mattoon, you got the ones your spot.
I'm in the same spot at Decatur if you look.
Okay.
Except I have blonde hair.
Okay. Well, that changes week to week with you sometimes. So.
I know.
So, Minderz, we got a lot more stuff to talk about here. Thanks again to Devonte for calling in, and we're gonna. I'm calling it. I'm picking him to win. I think he's gonna walk out with the belt next Saturday.
I would love to see Devonte walk out with it.
I mean, it's not going to be easy, though. Victor.
It's not going to be easy. I almost. I'm going to have to throw it at Anakin.
You think Anakin's going to take it?
I think Anakin might take it. But again, I'd love to see Devonte take it.
There's not a wrong choice out of the group.
There's really not. The only one that I feel, like you said earlier, the wild card would be Eli. And I could see him winning it.
By the way.
Do what?
There was no pun intended there, by the way, when I called him a wild card.
Right, I know, right? Let's get wilder. But yeah, he definitely deserves it. He could represent the belt well.
Yeah.
But Anakin and Victor, Victor's already been champ.
Yeah.
And then you've got Anakin that's been working so hard at this for so long, and I know Devonte has too.
Right.
My top two, the two I hope it comes down to at the end, I'd love to see Devonte and Anakin go at it. So.
But you can never count out Victor, though. Former champ.
Yeah, you can never count out Victor. Like I said, I would be happy with anybody that's going to win in that match.
So let's talk about the show here. Let me find my.
Where are we starting out at, Mark?
Here's your poster here. How the Lowlifes Stole Christmas. You got the Lowlifes there in the front. You got the big man Dallas Preacher. I think I got it right this time.
Very good.
Tony, Jordan, all them in the front.
I double checked to make sure I knew it.
And then poor Marvin up in the corner.
I'm surprised they even let him be on the poster.
I was looking at just the cluster. I didn't see him, and I was just like, "Well, that's dirty." They just kept Marvin off.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm surprised he's even on it. So.
All right, so we got some pretty damn good matches lined up for this show, Minderz.
I'm excited. This card looks like one of the best cards I've seen in a while. So not that not all their cards are aren't good, but this one has got some real potential to be a show stealer for the year.
Yeah. So the first match we got here is the Mad Dog coming back. I think this is the suspension's up now, and he's going up against CMC, who I still think has heat with somebody.
Yeah, he has to have heat with somebody.
He's got the Cobra, he's got Camaro, he's got Connolly. He's just all the mean guys whose name starts with a C. They're taking on CMC.
Basically, and yeah, this one, totally respect you, CMC, but think you're the sacrificial lamb in this one. Just gonna say.
I mean, there's always the chance that Connolly's going to snap and whack the referee and get DQ'd.
In all honesty, I think that's the only way CMC can win this match. I
don't know. I mean, CMC, he's got
he
the,
could get
he's
sneaky.
There.
I guess there's always room for a victory roll up or a
you never know.
Small package. Or
any given Sunday is the old football cliche, Minderz, and anybody can beat anybody at any time. And but I am with you. I'm picking Connolly for this one, but I think CMC is going to give him a bit of a run for his money.
Yeah.
All right. The next one on here. This is one I'm really looking forward to, Minderz.
Is it that what other one? Yes.
Gary J and Camaro. These guys, no strangers to each other.
No, not at all. I'm gonna. Okay, who's your pick? I'll let you go first because I know who my pick is.
I got to go Camaro.
And I'm going Gary J.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a red odds on this one. Camaro. I was watching the Homecoming show. That's one of the ones I wasn't at. I was watching on YouTube. I think that's the one where he was wrestling Connolly.
Yes.
Because Connolly came back, and then so Camaro seems like he's gone full babyface at this point.
You know, I'm still curious to see what happens with the premiere that came back at the last show.
Is he
going to stick with them? And they were heel. I'm interested to see because Camaro, in my opinion, he is part of he was the leader of the premiere. He was the premiere. And now it's kind of like
fans love him though.
Oh, they do, but who can't love the Quad Father? Come on.
That's true.
However, there's Gary J.
Yeah.
And Gary J has a following.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see it. You have been to one show that Gary's been at. You've been to one.
At the lottery show.
Yeah, when he fought them.
Something whenever I see him out there, I can never tell what is on the orange flag that Gary carries out.
It's a cat.
I thought that was a cat. So by nature, I should be supporting Gary J because I'm a cat guy.
You should be.
I've got my cat, So it's going to be a hoss fight. They're going to knock the hell out.
Oh, it's going to be. There's going to be so many chops, and it's going to be more of a technical match. Then you're not going to see a whole lot of high flying. You're going to just see a lot of beating the crap out of each other. Yep.
Yeah.
Hoss fight, not quite a hoss fight, but pretty darn close.
Not a hoss fight in the way that Max and Cobra were at Ambition.
Right.
That hurt me watching that.
That's the truth.
But no, that's going to be good. I'm going to take a wild guess and say this is going to be early in the show because I'm got to assume Camaro's got a show somewhere else after the match.
I don't know. I haven't looked because I think Anarchy's done for the year. So if they're done for the year, then we might get a chance to actually talk to him, Mark.
I haven't had a chance to meet him face to face. He's been on the Jumping the Rail podcast before, and it was a lot of fun. I think you weren't at that one.
I was not. Yeah, I wasn't at that. I was with you with Rain, and then when we just talked 0-1 at the one show.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. You're picking Gary, I'm picking Camaro, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun regardless.
I would say regardless, I would be happy either way. But
all right, next match on here we got Jake Lander versus Saving Gage. I sent you a message over the weekend, Minderz. Jake actually popped up in GCW this weekend.
I heard that.
Yeah,
you did. Really did you notice my response?
Yeah, I did. It was a hell of a match. I wrestled a guy named Jimmy Lloyd. I don't know if you remember him or not. But Jimmy got the win, so Jay came up a little short. Apparently, I didn't know this. I was talking to David Cavazos, our head honcho with 0-1 USA, and he said that GCW rented the ring from 0-1 for that show.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
And
Yeah.
so then Jake was there, and he brought his gear, and they had a spot for him, so he got a match. And
Well, good.
that's what they always tell the young
Hey,
guy: bring your gear. You never know.
I respect Lander. I really do respect Lander as a worker,
But you don't pay to
but
see
I
him.
don't like him.
Yeah,
I respect him. I don't like him.
Did we talk about what your exchange with Lander at the last show when he was berating?
We did a little bit. I wasn't sure how much we were going to go into that, but apparently I made him mad, and then he got a little personal with me. And
I don't make fun of little guys for being little because they can't help it. But he's an angry little dude there.
He is. He's got a Napoleon complex, and
and he's also probably a little salty that his title reign lasted less than 3 months.
Well, poor thing. I'm sure he'll get over it. All right. So are you going with Lander?
I'm going with Lander. I think he's still got some juice after being the heavyweight champ. I'm a big fan of Sabin Gage, though.
As I said, I think if you're going to go Lander, I think I'm going to go to Sabin. I've been pushing for Sabin here back before they were starting with Anakin and Devonte and all them for the junior heavyweight. Mm-hmm. I really wanted Sabin to get an actual one-on-one shot because he had never got his one-on-one shot that he earned. And it's like Sabin's so good. He really is so good.
That's why I was saying before, I'm surprised that he didn't get added to that four-way for the junior heavyweight title. I thought he would have. I mean, no disrespect to Eli Wilder. I thought that Anakin, Analog, Devonte, and Sabin would be one hell of a four-way.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think I would have wanted to see anybody else but Sabin go after Lander. Have those two go at it. And I wonder if that match was already made before they knew that Fitchett was going to drop, that Fitchett was going to let go of the belt.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair assessment.
So I say if nothing else, he ought to at least get one of the first shots back at the junior heavyweight.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so we talked about it pretty lengthy with Devonte. Here you go. Victor Analog, Anakin Murphy, Devonte Knox, Eli Wilder for the vacant USA junior heavyweight championship. Like I said, I think we're both in agreement. I say Devonte, you say either Devonte or Anakin.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I mean, it's Anakin kind of defies logic to me. I mean, he's a guy we're working on getting to come on the show sometime.
Yep.
But you look at him and he's skinny dude, but he can take a fucking beating and give it back very easily.
He fought Gary J one time.
But
did you see it down at but this one was actually down at is it Cape Wrestling down by St. Louis, I believe. Man, they were showing pictures of their chests afterwards, and Anakin's chest was it looked worse than Daniel Bryan's.
Oh.
It was bad. It looked like just grounded beef. It was so bad. But man, I'll tell you what, after that match, Anakin earned a lot of my respect because I was like, okay, he can take a beating and keep going. So let's see what happens.
Pound for pound, he may be the toughest guy on the roster.
Next to Marvin.
Marvin got the most spunk. He's a rascal, and that's something that, for all the shit that the Lowlifes talk about Marvin, they can't dispute the fact that Marvin doesn't stay down.
No, he does not.
So it's not going to be a walk in the park for old Joey O'Reilly next Saturday. And
maybe depending on who else. We'll talk about that one here in a minute.
All right. Next on the list, we've got our women's championship match. Max the Impaler defending against Jacques. I still have Jacques Kennedy on the graphic. It's Kennedy.
Yeah, it's Kennedy. It's Kennedy.
I think David has updated that. I just haven't gotten the updated version.
That's all right. We'll just make sure everybody knows it's Kennedy.
Kennedy. Looks like Ken Anderson. Kennedy.
All right. Who's your pick?
Please. Come on. I disrespect to Jacques Kennedy, but come on. Max is going to go through Jacques like a butter through a wood chipper.
So I'm making signs for the 17th.
Oh, boy.
I'm making Max signs. And
are you trying to egg on Jacques?
Huh?
Are you trying to egg Jacques on to rip up?
No, I would never do that.
Get him like double thick cardboard so he tries to rip it, but he can't do it.
He had problems with the post, or they had problems with the poster board. Why would I make it more
That's
difficult
true.
with
That's true.
cardboard?
So a point
Shock,
that needs
we
to be
so
made
respect
here.
you. We really do. I'm feeling bad for coming down on them.
So there's a point that needs to be made here, Minderz, and that is conspicuous by her absence in this situation is one EOE, Rain
Yes.
Victoria, who's not announced for this show yet.
But she's on the main poster.
She's on the poster. Yeah, she's on the poster.
She's on the poster.
It's entirely
I'm sure she'll be there watching about the same way she did with when it was Cobra versus Max.
Right. Well, she had a financial investment in Cobra for that match.
I still think she's going to be out there for. But I've got some Max's God signs ready and the non-binary Nightmare.
Right.
And what was the other one I came up with? I don't remember what the other one was. I have it written down, but we'll have signs for Max at that show. I'll probably end up getting my signs ripped, as it happens at every show, but it's okay. I'll be the sign girl that gets her signs ripped all the time.
The other one's hidden, so every time he rips one up, just pull another one out.
Exactly. But it happens.
Yeah. All right. So and then I don't have the graphic handy for this one, but main event for the 0-1 USA Heavyweight Championship. We got Joey O'Reilly against Marvin. Marvin's getting his rematch. And like we said, it's not going to be any damn one-on-one match.
Nope.
It's Joey's got he's got his boys in the and it's their show. They can do whatever they want.
Right, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be whatever Lowlifes want. Lowlifes will get.
For all I know, they're going to have it where Marvin has to get pin Joey for a 10 count or no DQ for Joey and all the rules. It could be anything.
Yep.
And it's but like I said, it's going to take a lot to keep Marvin out for a 3 count.
I don't think you're going to get Marvin to give up that easy though. So
no. It's gonna take a village, as Hillary Clinton once said in the book. But, and I think the world of Marvin, great guy. He's a friend of the network. I gotta go Joey O'Reilly for the win on this one. I think just too much. The deck is too stacked against Marvin, and Joey's too good. I've said it before. I think he's the ace of 0-1 overall, with or without the Lowlifes.
I respect what Joey does, but he's not one of my favorites. So the thing is that when he turned face, it didn't work for me. Give me heel Lowlifes. I'm a big fan of heel Lowlifes. But when they
get your Lowlife Suck T-shirt from Marvin,
I did not get a Lowlife Suck T-shirt.
Well, you might have them at the show, so you might have to get one.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been going to a lot of this. I don't have any 0-1 attire, so I have to really look through the T-shirts over there.
I've got a few. I've got some EOE. I've got corn fed. I've got the authentic. I've got
You got about 15 Jimmy Carrot shirts handy.
I've got a few. We're just gonna leave it at a few. I've got 3 soup shirts. I mean, I got my favorites. So.
Yeah. But yeah, since this is a video forum, so I think it'd be cool to have the 0-1 merchandise on display here. So
I have to go through all of your merch first.
Well, we got to. Well, obviously, if it's not
we got to
pay the bills. We got to be the Jumping the Rail stuff.
Yeah.
New shirts, by the way, on Jumping the Rails Pro Wrestling Tees.
I didn't get a chance to go look at it yet, so and you told me that this morning. So
yeah, it's pretty simple. Just the logo with our We Talk Wrestling mantra on there, and so we got some cool stuff to look at. And then so I don't have the link on here. I'm still toying with the StreamYard display thing, so I'm always tinkering. But www.prowrestlingtees.com/JTRpod for all the Jumping the Rail Podcast Network merchandise there. So go check that stuff out. And I think we've covered everything about the how the Lowlifes Stole Christmas show. So we have to move on, Minderz.
Yep.
And we got to talk about. There you go. Every Thursday starting in January in Edgewood, Illinois. I think it's going to be the same building every time, right?
I would assume so, because I'm sure it's probably they're just going to set the ring up and leave it. And
yeah, that's probably.
I think it's where their training is at too.
I think that's where the school is. But
Yeah.
Thursday Night Throwdown, a great opportunity for the trainees and some of the young guys to get some ring time in.
Did you see some of the pictures of some of the trainees? They had those up on 01 on the Facebook.
Yeah, I looked at that.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what some of them can do.
Yeah, but you see, every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, obviously, because we're in Illinois. And then here's the website here to go and get all the details for that. And
do you still have the one for what the first big match that is signed?
I'm glad you asked, Minderz, because I have it right here.
I figured you did.
There you go. The rematch from the Ambition show. Davey Richards is getting another shot at Joey, conceivably for the heavyweight championship, assuming that he retains over Marvin.
I mean, does that change if Marvin wins?
I don't think so, because I think they're pretty set on Davey and Joey.
Okay.
Davey's got issue with Joey right now after what happened at Ambition.
I agree.
Plus, I could watch these two for any time.
Yeah, I do. Those kicks and those chops. Oh.
I knew as soon as he started throwing those kicks, I was like, oh shit. Here's your info. Website to get tickets for the Thursday night shows. $7 for general admission. You can get a punch card at the shows where you can get it's like a sandwich card at Subway. You just get a hole punched in for 4 shows. Here it is. 01 USA Dojo. So it's at the school in Edgewood. And so it's going to be fun. It's cool. It's kind of got that kind of territory vibe, And,
I've found that I think I prefer almost the indie stuff more than professionals, or more than like
the polished kind of.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you on that.
I get.
I love UPW so much when it was on.
Yeah. It's just like I have more fun going to the indie shows anymore than if I was to go to a WWE show or. You won't ever catch me in an AEW show. I'm sorry, it won't happen. I can't do it.
If it ever brings it to Champaign again, I might.
Yeah, right. We're never going to get it back at Champaign again.
No, you forgot where it came from. But that's an AEW issue. We are talking 01 USA here. But I'm with you on the indie stuff. I mean, when you go to a big show like a Monday Night Raw or something, you go, you find your seat, and then you're just sitting for 45 minutes before the show starts. You go to an indie show, you're walking around, you're seeing the other fans, you're talking to the talent, walking around. Yeah. It's almost like I've said it for 20 years, ever since I started going to indie shows. It's like going to a wrestling convention every week.
It's great.
It's awesome. And I love the atmosphere.
Speaking of wrestling conventions, I got my tickets this year. I'm going this year. I'm so excited. I'm going to the Squared Circle Expo.
Nice. I will be there.
I will see you there.
Yes. A lot of cool stuff announced for that so far.
So I'm excited. That's my gift to me for Christmas. So I'm going, and I'm bringing Bari with me. So my friend Bari. So we'll have a good time.
When's he coming on?
I don't know. We'll have to talk to him. I'll have to figure something out. I'm interested to see what would happen if we did get my boys in on this too.
Can I assume he'll be wearing his Jim Cornette T-shirt that he wears to all the 01 shows.
We have new ones on the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Can you take a wild guess what they say?
Thank you, fuck you, bye on it?
No, we already have those.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if they upgraded the design.
Oh, no, he has a new one.
Okay.
That came out on September 19th. Or no, November 19th. And lazy booking is what it says. And I'm so excited.
Adam Pearce, you guys know him now from WWE. He was the NWA World Champion for a while, Ring of Honor, all this, working the Midwest Indies. He had a T-shirt that he had for sale for years that just said, "Who booked this shit?" I wish I could find it again because it was awesome.
That would be awesome. I would wear it.
I want to pull that.
So between that and I still want to come out with an I'm a Jim Cornette girl. They had the I'm a Jim Cornette guy, but I don't think I'm ever going to see that shirt. We'll see.
Nah. Hey, I forgot something that I wanted to mention about how the Lowlifes Stole Christmas. A couple noticeable absences from the booking sheet here. We talked about Rain, and we got to think that she's going to be involved somehow. And also, by the way, she got her crown back. I don't know what happened, but
not sure.
Yeah, watching for the YouTube episodes, and I haven't seen anything.
Oh, I need to get caught back up then because I must be behind.
the suspense is killing me though. But yeah, so I imagine she'll have something going on, whether she pays somebody off to do something else or who knows. But also, we haven't heard a tag team championship match yet.
We have not.
And when Country Air was on with us a couple weeks ago, they said that they were booked for the show. They're going to be here.
Yeah.
And
so I'm curious to see who they end. I would love. I'd love for it to be the premiere. I would love for it to be the premiere, but I have a feeling. It won't be the premiere. I almost wonder if we're going to get whatever that guy's, that Alpha, whatever his name is, and his partner.
In Blue Hoopy, I forget his name.
Yeah, I'll get it. Hold on.
I'm thinking we might get some low life chicanery here. Maybe Jordan and Tony, or Jordan and the big man, maybe getting title shot.
We'll see what happens. I don't think they're going to go there this fast. And the reason I say that, I think they're going to try to establish Joey as the main focus.
Right. So I think they're going to be more the entourage for a while.
Aaron Payne and Enzio Orlandi.
That's right. I knew
those two.
Yeah. I saw a couple other matches that Orlandi was on from the last few months.
Let's say the other tag team I'd like to see him bring back is Love and Grit. I don't think you've ever seen them.
Not. Who's that team?
I wish I could remember the guys' names. I just remember their tag name, Love and Grit. But they call us their pizza fans, because one time they were in a pre-show match. We told them if they cut it short and made it less than 5 minutes, we'd buy them pizza. So, and they got it 4.5 minutes. So we owed them pizza, and we bought them pizza. So, but Love and Grit's actually pretty good. I'd like to see them come back. So that's one tag team I'd like to see come over.
I wouldn't hate seeing the Crowleys get their one title shot that they didn't get at the last show.
I wonder if we'll see that. I wonder if we ever will really see that.
Yeah. And I sent you a message I think it was on Monday, when I was just doing this binge of like the end of 2021 into 2022. And I just asked real simple, what happened to Mojo McQueen? Where did he go? Because he is awesome.
Mojo was great. Mojo was part of the Monsters of the EOE.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sure what happened to Mojo. Mojo is one of my favorite monsters that she had.
Oh, he's so good.
I would love to see Hades XIX come back again too.
So it's Hades XIX. It's not Hades 19.
No.
Okay.
XIX.
I read Roman numeral like WrestleMania.
Right. Oh, so. I know. Me too. But yeah, I mean, because it was the Crowleys, Hades XIX, and then Mojo McQueen came in when the Crowleys weren't able to be around as much. So, yeah, the Voodoo, yeah. Mojo was great. I wish he would come back.
Built like a big kid house.
Yeah. I would love to see Mojo come back.
Yeah, but they could bring him. I don't know if this ever happened, but I would, it may have happened. I may have just gone over my head. Mojo and Cobra going one-on-one.
I'm trying to think. If it has, I haven't seen it. So I don't know if it's happened. See, because there's another person that I would love to see. I hate to say it, but go after Joey too. I would love to see Cobra and Joey again. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's got to have a shot coming, because he's got to win over him.
Yeah. So I'm here for it. I'm here for this next run of whatever this is going to be with O'Reilly, and see who all he's going to end up fighting. And it's exciting. It actually is exciting, because whoever he fights with, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. Maybe
a bunch of tomfoolery going on, but it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. I'll tell you something else I'm excited about is what we got coming up in the next few weeks on this show, Minderz.
All right, fill me in, Mark. What have I got? What have I got to look forward to?
Okay. Well, you told me that you've kind of gotten into the ear of the aforementioned Elite Warrior about maybe coming on with us sometime.
I
did. That would be awesome for Cobra to come on. I'm working on. We're going to do a special Thursday show next week before the Lowlifes Stole Christmas show, and the plan right now is to have either the full group or a subset of the Lowlifes joining us. either
Okay.
Jordan,
Who are we getting?
Jordan, Tony G, Joey O'Reilly, any combination of the three. Probably looking right now, it might be Jordan and Tony. It
Okay.
depends on, I don't know how busy Joey is with school and everything. He might not be available, but it remains to be seen.
Understandable.
But I mean, it's their show. We got to get them on to talk about it.
Yeah.
To just make. And then
So I got to be somewhat nice next week. Okay. Thanks for warning me.
Yeah, you have to behave a little bit, but you never know. I mean, they might get me fired up about Marvin, so
they will be fired up about Marvin. But you know what? They're heels. I'm a heel girl, so we should all be able to get along just fine.
Yeah. And so that's just the tip of the iceberg. Then we got plenty of other guys we've been talking to about coming on with us in the coming weeks. But we'll keep.
So I knew I got into the ear of Anakin and Victor, and even Rob Leach. So.
And we got to get David on some.
We do need to get David on.
Maybe the last show of the year.
Like a year. Who else did you get in the ear of? There was somebody else you got in the ear of.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to go back to.
I'm trying to think of who it was, because it was when Walton CMC. Fitchett. Oh, Fitchett. Yeah. We need to get Fitchett on.
Yeah.
And I guess we could have Jacques on.
Yeah, I've got Jacques in the messages. I haven't sent him a message yet, but that could be an entertaining episode. Just hold up your sign, your camera.
I should have a sign that says, "Hey Jacques, you can't rip my sign."
There you go.
Haha, It's over here. You can't rip it.
All right. Well, Minderz, I think on that brainstorm, I think it's a good time to say goodbye. We went a little bit over this week, but that's all right. Thanks again to Devonte Knox for joining us. Yeah, we had a lot to talk about, and we'll have a lot to talk about next week too.
Yep.
But thanks to Devonte for calling in, talking to us before his big four-way match for the junior heavyweight title. And thanks everybody for either watching or listening in the podcast. However you do it, we appreciate it. Jumping the Rail Podcast Network on ProWrestlingTees.com. Just go ProWrestlingTees.com/JTRPod. Facebook, JTR Wrestling Podcast. You can go 01 Shootout for our page to get all of the info for this show. And then check out the Jumping the Rail podcast every other Tuesday. Myself and my buddy Gary Vasilio. We talk about everything else other than 01. So if you want to talk about WWE, AEW, whatever, and that's where you can find us talking about that. So,
I'm going to have to follow you on that one and get on the whole MJF deal. So.
Yeah, there's plenty to talk about there. But so we're going to go ahead. We're going to call this one a show. Minderz, you got anything else you want to add before we say goodbye?
I do not. I'm looking forward to next week. So if we're going to have some low lives, y'all better be prepared.
Yeah. All right. So for Minderz, this is Redmond, and we will see you guys next Thursday.